Hey, Wes here, Airstream Wanderings. Thanks for joining me today on this short video. I am revisiting the glaze problem. Last time I glazed a pot, I had good success, probably 95% glaze. And the reason is the minerals melted, but I had a very hot fire, enhanced with a leaf blower, in fact, and I'll put the link down below, plus with another video I did. And the problem is that archaeologists say the fires weren't that hot. They're more of a normal fire. So what does it take to get those minerals to melt and turn into glaze? And so it must be some kind of a flux. A natural flux that is out there is borax. There's other things too, but I thought I would give borax a try to see if that would change things. I have a mixture of my glaze paint, and what it is made up of is 1 part manganese dioxide, 4 parts galena, which is a lead ore that has been roasted, and then 1 part copper carbonate, a couple of parts of ground up clay, and now I would guess, I didn't measure it out exactly, about 3 parts of borax. Ground it all up, mixed it with water, turned into a paint, and I painted this pot. The goal is not to make a pretty pot, but to make a couple fairly fine lines. I did not paint it on real thick, and it's going into a charcoal fire, which is fairly hot, but not nearly so hot as the last fire I did. And see if this does the trick. So let's go outside and get a fire going and glaze this pot. Here's the glazed pot. Little Nimbus style pot. Okay, let's see what our kiln has to offer today. Seems to pretty well cool down. Get the sherds out of the way. So this is our little test pot with glaze. Oh, well, it had some cracking issues, but look at this glaze here. There you can see it really well. Well, here is the results of the test, and you can see that the glazing went really well. I'm pretty impressed with that. But I realized that I made kind of an experimental error. I don't have a control group. I should have made some paint that didn't have any borax in it, but I didn't. So what this tells me is that borax does not hurt. But does it help? It's kind of hard to tell. We need to do some more experimentation. It also tells me that it may be worthwhile to look at some other things like salt or sodium chloride, some other naturally occurring minerals that may actually enhance the glazing process. One thing you might notice is that there is a fair number of cracks in this pot. I had some other pots that were made of exactly the same clay, nothing else cracked. So I wonder if the glazing has something to do with the expansion and contraction in the heating process, and that may be an issue. This was also a pretty hot fire, around 850 Celsius. So would this work at lower temperatures? I don't know. So as always with experimentation, it answers some questions and raises other ones. So I feel pretty good though about this one. Thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate that. Appreciate the likes, subscriptions, all those things. And until next time, this is Wes with Airstream Wanderings, wishing you health, happiness, peace, and love. Take care. Bye-bye.